Freedom Park Heritage Site in Pretoria is marking the 44th anniversary of the historic Matola Raid today. South Africa's freedom fighters died when the SA Defence Force illegally entered Mozambique, killing 15 members of Umkhonto weSizwe more than 4 decades ago. Watching that story is SABC News reporter Khayelihle Khumalo, who's been there for quite some time and actually spoke to Freedom Park CEO Jane Mufamadi.
Here in Freedom Park, it's all about really just memorializing, but also remembering those South African freedom fighters who died in Mozambique in 1981. As you know, that South Africa's freedom really did not come easily. It was quite a very terrible, really just awful, really past reflecting on. But joining us now is a Freedom Park CEO, Madam Jane Mufamadi. Once again, ma'am, looking at the importance of today, let's talk about Matola Raid and its significance now in a democratic South Africa. Why is it so important really to reflect on these moments?
I think it's very important. The commemorations like today becomes a catalyst to reflect deeply on the relevance, on the foundation that these heroes laid for us. But we need to look at it in terms of what is its relevance for today? For example, the issues of solidarity, remembering and acknowledging that for us to attain this freedom, it was because others came through for us, supported us. Hence, these heroes who are South Africans died in foreign soil because Mozambicans opened their gates for us to come. But we also need to reflect on that to say we need to build and sustain the peace that we enjoy today, because if we regress, if we don't do this, we can easily regress back to events like during apartheid.
And obviously looking at also the Day of Friendship for South Africa and Mozambique, I mean the 14th of February, but also really speaking to the role that was played by so many countries to make sure that South Africa is democratic, because one of the nationals who really died as a non-South African citizen in this regard.
Yes, I think solidarity is very important, and this is the significance, and especially South Africa, who attained this freedom because of the solidarity. Hence, the fourth pillar of the liberation struggle was international solidarity. Acknowledging that had it not been because of the Mozambicans, the Zambians, the Swazilands, Lesotho, Botswana, we probably may not have attained this freedom, or we may not have attained it sooner enough than we did. So this is very important, and we hope days like today can also be a catalyst for educational programs for young people. Lessons in curriculum should be infused with such history and heritage, because this is the true heritage of our people, not just here in South Africa, but in many other countries, so that we begin, especially the younger generation, to cherish unity and solidarity and integration of many countries. Hence, the 14th of February, during the burial of these heroes that we are honoring today, was declared the Day of Friendship between the people of South Africa and the people of Mozambique. If you look at the many challenges, the discrimination of these people who come, and you use today as an example, we hope as South Africans we can learn a thing or two. It may not be a perfect relationship, but we need to remember that some of these people that today we discriminate against were there for us and sacrificed their own freedom, just like the life of Mr. Jose Ramos, who is a Mozambican national who died for our freedom.
And just before I let you go, Madam CEO, I would imagine these are very key times, because now Mozambique, South Africa, we're free. Now it's about issues of fighting against poverty, making sure that we're able to show that solidarity in tackling all these socio-economic challenges.
This is just to tell us that the freedom, the struggle for freedom is not over. One leg has passed, but we still are in a struggle. And I hope the current leadership can learn, take a cue from the previous leaders to say, if you come together, if you are resolved to address the challenges, we can overcome the challenges of poverty only if we remember who we are and the humanity and humaneness within us to help those that are in need, because there are many challenges. People are complaining about challenges like corruption and so forth, but if we only remember where we come from, I believe we can overcome the temptation for self-seeking, because these people were not self-seeking. They died so that all of us can be free without any expectation of any reward. That spirit of voluntarism, of selflessness, which is lacking, should be a lesson that we take from heroes like those that we are honoring today.
All right. Thank you so much indeed for your time, Madam CEO there, Ms. Mufamadi. Really talking about the significance of today, really just remembering those gallant freedom fighters who died at that very awful time in Mozambique in 1981. Khayelihle, Khumalo, SABC News, Pretoria.